What if I told you that deep beneath the ocean's surface, two colossal monsters, born from myth and fear, have haunted human imagination for centuries? Today, we dive into the terrifying clash of legends, the Kraken versus the Leviathan. From Norse sagas to biblical scriptures, tales of sea monsters have shaped our view of the ocean as a place of mystery, terror, and divine power. Let's begin with the Kraken, the massive, tentacled horror of Norse mythology. Often described as a creature so large it could be mistaken for an island, the Kraken was said to dwell off the coasts of Norway and Greenland. According to ancient mariners, it would rise from the depths to drag entire ships into the abyss, creating massive whirlpools as it descended. Scandinavian folklore painted it as both a warning and an explanation for mysterious shipwrecks in uncharted waters. The Kraken, over time, evolved into a symbol of unrelenting natural chaos, even inspiring modern pop culture and sea monster horror. On the other hand, we have the Leviathan, a biblical beast from the Old Testament, believed to represent not just chaos but divine punishment. In Hebrew texts, it is a serpent-like sea dragon created by God. It is described in the book of Job as a terrifying creature with impenetrable scales, glowing eyes, and a mouth that breathes fire. Unlike the Kraken's role as a wild sea terror, the Leviathan holds religious symbolism, interpreted as a manifestation of Satan, pride, or God's immense power over evil. In some Jewish traditions, the Leviathan is so massive that it will only be defeated at the end of times during a feast for the righteous. Though both monsters symbolize the unknown, they stem from vastly different belief systems and serve different cultural purposes. The Kraken emerged from the experiences of seafarers, its legend grounded in the real fear of the sea. Giant squids, often confused with the Kraken, are real creatures that can grow over 40 feet long, reinforcing the myth. Leviathan, on the other hand, is more metaphorical, used in biblical literature as a symbol of spiritual forces and divine retribution. Some scholars even suggest it may have been inspired by ancient Mesopotamian myths, where similar chaos monsters appeared, like Tiamat in the Babylonian Enuma Elish. But what makes these two sea monsters fascinating is how they've continued to evolve. The Kraken, for example, has found a place in movies like Pirates of the Caribbean, video games, and literature as the ultimate tentacled villain. The Leviathan has also transcended religious texts, appearing in games like Final Fantasy and even in modern philosophy. As a metaphor in Thomas Hobbes's political treatise, Leviathan, representing the power of the state. Interestingly, other cultures also have their own versions of sea monsters. The Japanese have the umibozu, a spirit that capsizes ships in stormy seas. Hawaiian legends speak of the mo'o, dragon-like creatures with dominion over freshwater and rain. In Maori traditions of New Zealand, giant sea creatures known as taniwha guard coastal regions or threaten those who disrespect nature. While distinct, all these myths reflect humanity's universal awe and fear of the ocean's vast, untamable nature. In comparing the Kraken and the Leviathan, we see two titans from different worlds, one rooted in the raw fears of ancient seafarers, the other in divine myth and spiritual conflict. Yet both still haunt our stories, dreams, and nightmares today. If this battle of ancient sea beasts fascinated you, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more mythology and legend breakdowns, and comment below. Which monster would you rather face at sea, the Kraken or the Leviathan?